Hello. In this guide, we will discuss how to set up MapNuke, why to use it, and how to use it. About 3 years ago, in my first game of Dominion 6, it was a new MapNuke generated map. Very interested in it, so I asked the game master how he created the map. Cataract helped me, and ever since then, I've used MapNuke for preparing for multiplayer and to enjoy single player some more. So, this video is thank you to Cataract. Not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but thank you very much for the help back then, and those watching now, I hope it is of some use to you. What I like about MapNuke. One of the first things that is very important is the consistent resources around the capital. Playing in matches where one gets incredibly unlucky and there are no resources or providences connected to the capital at all for the most part can be frustrating and kind of a waste of time. Along with that, the space between me and other opponents in MapNuke are also consistent. Cave Nation's kind of thrown that in for a loop a little bit, but for the most part, you'll know where your opponents are and the general states of the game that will exist. And kind of like mentioned before, there are no terrible spawns. Well, it's very unlikely to get a terrible spawn. For step 1, I would recommend going to reddit.com/r/illwintersdominions/. I will also have a link in the description or in the comments. From there, you want to scroll down and click on this link here that says MapNuke. It's a very beautiful webpage with a lot of things going on, but the most important piece of information is if you want to do it for Dominion 6, please check out MapNuke 2. We're going to click this download now button on the top. Here we will donate $1 million because we're cool like that. And then we want to click the download link here. It should automatically start downloading in your top right corner. Okay, as soon as it's done downloading, we're going to click on the MapNuke. And it should show up with this screen here. At this point, I would recommend making a new folder on the desktop. Name it something like MapNuke. After that is completed, let us extract all. Let's browse local files. So we're going to go to this PC desktop, and then MapNuke. I may have had another copy here as well. And extract it. Okay, once extracted, it should automatically open the folder and show this window here. From there, we can exit out of the other window. Here is a README file with some instructions. And let's click on Windows. For your general operating system, I use Windows, so I'm going to click on Windows. And then I'm going to double click on MapNuke. And it should run the program. A screen like this will show up. We're going to press play. Okay, we have MapNuke open. So from here, it becomes depending on what one needs. But if I were to be in a game with 12 players, but I was next to, well, I guess if I was next to 4 opponents, I could do something like this, where I might think, okay, I'm playing as Tiernanog, and I'm going against McCone, Arco, Airmore, and Abyssia. With that, we can click the generate new map
Reticulate blind.
and MapNuke will generate a lovely new map. It will set up all the provinces in a very neat, orderly manner where each nation will have a cap circle, a healthy cap circle. and it will try to put the thrones as fair as possible as well. There's a lot of options with MapNuke, and this is at the point where I get most of what I want out of it. It should be noted that these nodes can all be altered to one's liking, and it could be useful if a scenario where mountain passes were too destructive or there were too many rivers. In the advanced settings, one even can try to set and limit how many of different provinces there are. One could have a mostly swamps world, for instance, if they so desired. Or maybe a few more roads, because roads are kind of rare and they're kind of cool. From there, I would open up dominions. In this step, we're going to open up the tools and manuals, and then open user directory. And it should open up this folder here. Okay, so we have the map how we want it. How do we get the map in the game? So we export map files, put in a name, let's say 5-player TNN. Click OK, and the map will start building itself. A window will, I will say, not exactly pop up, will appear. Sometimes it can kind of be a little bit hard to find. For instance, when I exported my map, it put it on my second monitor and it didn't really bring it up to the main screen, but it should be around. From there, we have our map data. We want to Control-C this or copy it and go into the folder that we opened up using Dominion's tools and manuals. Go into maps. With that, we just paste the map in there. The map is in our maps. Yay! From there, let's test it out. We're gonna create a world. We're gonna click on loaded map. And there's the map right there, 5-player TNN. So let's give it a name. If one uses specific nations, then the map will essentially force one to use those nations. So since we made it for early age, removes that. Still puts 6 players in the game, but we'll backspace all those. And let's add 4 players. They're all human. And the nations that we used in the Map Nuke are the only playable nations here. Okay, I'm gonna skip through this part. Okay, one special note is that when it comes to the game settings, the number of thrones can be noticed in the MapNuke generator, how many one might want to use. I believe it should be equal to the number of players in the game. Nice fair experience is the number of players equals the thrones, level 2 thrones. Then let's click OK. And here we have a game where we have 5 playable nations. Oops, wrong button. We have Macone here. We have Airmore. And so on and so on. Each one of them will have a nice, beautiful cap circle. Great for AI games, or friend games, or competitive games. Where were we? Oh yes, the fight between Micklin and Baratos. What a fight this was. I would like to say thank you for anyone who has watched the video, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment and I'll try to answer anything that might be of use. Thank you again for watching, and good luck out there.